Hi everyone. Today is Monday. It's July 26th, and well, it has been raining a lot this past few days, and it has been really such a quite a bummer that we have slow internet and it's raining almost everywhere in Metro Manila, and there are floods in main thoroughfares. It's really painful to watch how some of our countrymen are struggling now because of the rain and floods. And today is thankfully it has the sun has shown for the first time in days. It's still windy in the Philippines, in my area, but at least it's sunny. But I can see that the skies are still thick, so I'm expecting rain to pour down again in the next few hours. Of course, to pass the time, aside from playing my ukulele, it's right here. I just finished recording You Are My Sunshine. I'm testing out also my new spiffy brand new LED light, which from now on I will be using a lot in my videos. So today, without further ado, let me just show you the insides of my new art book from Mateusz Urbanowicz, which is Tokyo Storefronts rather. Okay, so it has been more than a week since this arrived, along with my Gansai Tambi watercolor from Japan. Like I said, my friend bought this book along with Gansai Tambi for me in Japan, and because it's quite cheap to get them there instead of sourcing them here locally. Aside from the fact that it's pretty rare to find this book in bookstores, I have one by Matthews also, which is Tokyo at Night. It's one of my most precious art books. And I just can't stress enough how happy I am to have received this book from Japan, from my friend. Okay, so let me just show you the insides of my Tokyo Storefronts, my copy. Okay, so this is, again, Tokyo Storefronts by Mateusz Urbanowicz. Okay, so here it goes. So on the front cover, just after the jacket, okay, let me just show you the jacket. The jacket is a map of this districts in Tokyo where Matthews had taken photos, had visited the stores that he also painted in this book. Okay, and then right here is the table of contents. Divided into chapters per district. So one chapter means one district. Okay, so here's a rough sketch of, right on the cover is a rough sketch, pencil sketch of one of the storefronts. And I'm glad that he did this because this means it will be easier for me to follow, to do a master copy of one of his storefronts. But this isn't just this big surprise that I got. From this book, he also did this. He also added his pencil sketches of the other storefronts, although smaller. They're in thumbnails, but this will make it easier for me to master copy his works. Because one of the things that I do sometimes is master copy some of my favorite artists' works so that I can, emulate their techniques so that I can learn from them. Okay, so it's one of those techniques that you can also do if you are a beginner in watercolor like myself. Yeah, so, and sketching of course, because I am not really a sketcher. So it's one of the things that I am learning now. And I learned that through studying other people's work. Okay, as a beginner, it's one of those things that you're allowed to do. Just don't sell the things that you painted from those copies, okay, because that's fraudulent. Okay, so I wish the Tokyo at Night also comes with this type of thumbnail sketches, because I really wanted to also master copy Tokyo at Nights. That's the structures in Tokyo at Nights are more complicated. Okay, so the front page is the same as in the jacket. Okay, and then here's an introduction in Japanese and in English. Okay, There's also Chinese version of this, Chinese and and English. I saw that in Shopee a few weeks ago, but I'm not sure if it's legit. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure. Okay, so this is just figure sketch of Matthews in dog. He depicts himself in his books and in his channel, YouTube channel, as dog, and this is I think this is his wife. Okay, and I also like that he also did watercolor illustrations of his art materials that he used for his books. There's the brushes, ink, all those stuff, and then this is the more detailed table of contents. Again, each chapter represents each district, and under each district, the stores that he painted. I think that he worked on this book for a few years. Okay, so this is a more detailed close-up map where the stores are. So if I ever visit Japan someday, especially Tokyo, I might go to this place and I might bring this book with me. Okay, especially Tokyo at Night also, because I love that book also. Okay, so chapter 1, this is in Sendagi, Chimbocho Sendagi. So what I like about these books is that not only does it show full page illustration of a Tokyo storefront, he also have a sort of a narrative of what this story is. At the same time, whether it's still standing to this day, some sort of history also, and some descriptions of the details. For example, in this one, he described the colors that he used for this roofing, some of the details like small glass bells, the one right here. He also had a sort of description and what these items are. Okay, so it's almost the same as in the Tokyo Storefronts art book, rather the Tokyo at Night's art book. Okay, so this is Yamane. So this one is Onotoen. So it's a pottery shop. This one is a meat shop, Yamane. He said that this is under renovation during the publishing of this book. I'm not sure if it's already up and running now. Okay. When did he publish this? Maybe there's an info about that in the back side. So this is Sushi Noike. Okay, so it's a sushi shop. Okay, I like how he does his colors, and he likes using sminka, so which is granulating watercolors. Okay. So one of the things that I love about Matthews is he loves using watercolors. So it's my favorite medium for painting. So I'm just happy to have found out about Matthews. Okay, so this one is Isetatsu Yanaka Honten, which is a paper store that carries a type of paper that is hand printed with traditional Japanese patterns, or chiyogami. We call it chiyogami. Okay. And this one is Kikomi Rice Cracker Shop, supposedly a very old and famous rice cracker shop in Tokyo. Okay. And this one is Sakikabara Store. So this used to be a broom shop, according to this to Matthews, and it's now a private residence. So this is actually a combination of modern and traditional design, okay, according to Matthews. He also loved this spot right here, which has a design of koi pond, as well as this lush vegetation, the front of the store, which is now a private residence. He said that one of the signages, I think this one, already fell off, but he asked the owner to describe and sketch this one so that he could include it in his storefront. So there are storefronts here that are no longer the same in actual. Matthew sort of research about each storefront, And whatever's missing in the old version, he incorporates in his painting. And some of those stores I read are no longer there in Tokyo or no longer standing. They have been renovated or been demolition. Okay, so this one I like because it looks like a tumbler. So it's Churuya Tailors. So he said that this is no longer a tailor shop. So he just imagined sort of this is an old building. It's an old photo. This is sort of an old based on old photo of the shop. And then I think this was just a recreation. Yeah, this is just a recreation of the old shop. Okay, and this one, this feature is no longer there. If you go to Tokyo, you won't find this anymore. But he said he added this based on old photos. Okay. It's no longer a tailor shop. It's more of a store of different assortments of retro stuff. But in this painting, he added the suits and the pants just to just so that it is still represented as tailor shop rather than what it is now. Okay, so this is Tempura Hachimaki. So obviously it sells tempura. Okay, I like this. Shows the bricks in different shades of pinks and neutrals. And then there's this air-conditioned pipe here. Pipeline. Okay. It's for exhaust rather. Yeah. And this is Seshindo bookstore. Okay, so this is a bookstore. And they made a 2-page detailed illustration of what's inside. It's really amazing how he's patient enough to have painted each book on the shelf. Okay, so the ones at the back are more of impressionistic, but the ones in the middle are painted in more details. Okay, just to add some depth into this painting and three-dimensionality. And then after each chapter, he has this summary of the storefronts. So if you want to, just have an overview, or it's not even an overview, but sort of summary of what you've just seen in the previous pages. Okay, so that's a nice touch. He doesn't have a page like this in Tokyo at Night art book. So would have been nice if he added something like this in that book. So this is chapter 2. It's Nihonbashi Akihabara. Okay, so again, this is the map, and then the numbers correspond to the name of the store. Like in number 10 is Hawkeye Bakery. Number 11 is Japan US Transceiver Company. So it's like, touring around this part of Tokyo and seeing this storefronts in this art book. Okay, it's like a city tour but in watercolor. So nice. Hawkeye Bakery. Okay, when I saw this, the first thing that caught my attention is this one, because oh wow, this is a nice touch. I mean, I'm not even sure if this is what you will see in actual, but the fact that he depicted it like this is just a nice touch. So feminine and yet so beautiful. So feminine and beautiful rather. Okay, so yeah. Nice. I wish we have stores as beautiful as this ones. I mean, we do have in Philippines, but they're not always this pretty. And then there's this Japan US transceiver, which is weird because it now sells all sorts of retro electronic stuff. And then right beside it is an ice cream store. And according to this book, it used to be a line, or there used to be so many stores here, but this is what's left of that district before, shopping district. And this is right underneath a railway bridge. Okay, so we do have ones like this in Philippines where you have a bridge and you have store underneath. We also have that. Okay, so it's nice that Japan also has that kind of store that's found in places you won't like. That's not normal location for stores. And Okasho linings and button shop. Okay, so buttons, and he said that the copper plated signage have already been taken down, but he made a sketch. He asked the owner to make a sketch so that he could incorporate it in this painting. So what's nice about Mateusz is he not only took pictures of the stores, he also researched about the store and asked the owners if they're still there. So he made a sort of research about the store. So and wrote the story here on the left side of the page, or on the left page. So this is Ebihara Shoten, which is a house. So this used to be a menswear fabric shop. Okay, I like how he does his brickwork. It looks effortless, but I bet it's really difficult to like paint all that. Maybe what he did was do sort of series of washes and just maybe he used a masking fluid for those lines, white lines, and then just made series of washes. I don't know how he did this, but if he did this brick by brick, oh my god, that took a lot of effort. Okay, and then Sakae Milk Hall. So where couples could drink milk. Nice. Ooh, I like this combination of greens, teals, blues, and purples. And as usual, you would see some granulating patterns that you will only see in artist grade paints such as Schminka. Yeah, and you can see that in the painting. I would really love to see the original paintings of these storefronts. And this one is Edoya, which is or Edoya brush shop. Okay. So during the Edo period, it was a hake shop. Hake is a sort of a flat brush made of usually goat's hair. I actually have quite a few hake brush. Let me just grab that and show you. So according to Mateusz, this used to be a hake shop in Edo period. Nice. So this one is a hake brush, size 50 millimeters and 75 millimeters, and it's made of goat hair. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Mateusz was fascinated by that, being that he's also a painter. So I'm pretty sure he's also used hake brush for his paintings. But okay, so right now they're selling makeup brushes for women, which are also popular. Okay. So this is a little modern, or actually modern in design. This one is Chuo Butsuryo Incorporated. It's a freight company. Okay, so there's a forklift also that goes in the store. That's a nice touch. Yeah. Ubukeya, which is a blade specialty shop. They carry knives, scissors, shaving razors, tweezers, and more. Wow. The shop expanded to Tokyo in Edo period in the 19th century and settled its current location 60 years after that. Okay. I wonder if they carry samurai, being that they are a blade specialty shop. Did you know that you can no longer buy samurai swords from Japan because it's already a cultural thing? I only found out about that a few years ago. And this is Kotobukido, so traditional Japanese sweet shop. Nice. Okay, so he added some pictures here. lantern. He said that the lantern is sadly no longer there. Only the support bar remains. He painted this in after seeing old photos of the original store. So yeah, I love Mateusz for doing that, for researching about each storefront, not just painting them, but actually finding out about them. Something that, an intellectual would do. I mean, I would do that also myself. Not that I'm saying that I'm intellectual, but okay, I'll stop bubbling now. So this one is Taishoken. So it's a Chinese restaurant in Nihonbashi. Okay. And supposedly one of the famous storefronts here because people love the design of the store. Come to think of it, it's a little different from the previous ones we've seen so far in this book. Yeah. And then, of course, that's the end of chapter 2. And there's a summary, snippets of the previous storefronts that we have just seen. And this is chapter 3. Okay. So that's Otolaryngology and ophthalmology. Okay, so it's a clinic for ENT and eyes. Okay, so unique facade, I must agree. Said it's unique facade. Okay. Yeah, it's a little different. Looks like a phone. One of those old phones with, the flip type. Nice. Zabuton Koizumi. So it has already been demolished according to his book. It's specialty shop. Okay. Cushions. So it's a store for cushions, but sadly it has been demolished. I wonder what color he used for this one. It looks like I don't know. I haven't encountered this color. I'm not sure if he had mixed this one, but he has the Schminka that has like 56 colors, so maybe it's a special color by Schminka. If you know what color this one is, please let me know. Excuse me. Looks like peach with yellow tinge. And this one is Kikuyabashi camera corner. Okay. Like Japanese version of Henry's camera in Quiapo. Nice. Oh, there's one here that's familiar. This looks familiar, like the Fuji camera, Polaroid camera. Okay. And this is Kanimasya Rubber Store. Oh, rubber store. What sort of rubber do they? He said that the arch or this feature here is sort of European. I agree. This is a little different from the ones we've seen so far also. Just like the one that reminds me of flip phone. Oh, this used to be filled with enormous colorful balloons, but the store has already relocated. So if I go to Tokyo, I won't see this store anymore, or it would be different. Oh, already. Okay. It's been demolished. Okay. So this is Uemuraya, known for Munjayaki. Okay, what is Munjayaki? Oh, it's a fabric store. And they sell kimonos, araibari. Okay. So it's a textile store. Okay. Kudaya Liquor Shop. Okay, so it's a liquor shop. Okay, so and what a nice touch. Okay, so maybe the owner also lives on the top floor. I think it's practical that way, where you live just above your business, your place for business. I would love to have a store and live on top of my store. So, I don't need to travel to go to work or business. So nice. But I wish they don't do this, because it reminds me of, houses in the slums. But the fact that Mateusz painted this must have been amusing for him as well. Okay, so this one is Tenyasu. Okay, so it's Tsukadani Shop, opened in... So it's a clams or small fish boiled in soy sauce and sugar. Ooh, okay. Nice. Oh, I love this. Oh, I think this one is... Yeah, so this one is the store that's also in the cover. So maybe this is Matthew's favorite store. Okay. Maybe this is his favorite. Yeah, I think this would be his favorite because he's painted this in so much details. Look at that. Even those water spun like features he also painted, and then those bricks on the roof, plus these these details. And this one is Yajima Photo House. So it has been closed and it's already a private residence. Okay. Nice. And Dosanko Senju Hime. Okay, so this one is on the left side and the story is on the right side. Okay. There's kind of a shift there. And this one is okay, excuse me. So this is a ramen shop. And he made a painting of what's inside that ramen shop. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I will definitely visit a ramen shop when I go to Japan because I love Japanese ramen. What you're hearing in the background is actually the wind. It's really howling now. It's raining. It has started raining. But the rains make rather the wind is making that howling sound. Okay, Funaki. Funaki is a Tsukudani shop in Kita Senju. Homemade grilled eel. Now I have that one. I haven't tried eel. I mean, I've tried all sorts of seafood, but not eel. My mom loves it, but I haven't tried it. Excuse me. And this one is obviously a cycle shop, Kikuya Motors. Have you noticed how some of the storefronts ends with ya? Ya actually means shop in Japanese. Excuse me. Okay, I like this. Is it still around? I think this is still around. Okay, I'll just excuse myself a bit because I need to drink water. Okay. Okay, so then again, so this cycle shop, I like how he painted each bicycle. It's like series of lines and details. It's a little impressionistic on what's inside, but this one was painted in more detail. Okay, and this is Kojima Pharmacy. Wow. So it's nice because it has this plaything right here, which is a coin operated Sato-chan mover. So if you put if you put a coin there, it will move like it's like your child will feel like riding an elephant, an actual elephant. Okay, so we see plenty of those things here also. Okay, so this is just a summary. Yeah, it's pink. It's a happy color. And okay, if you notice, each chapter is different in terms of background. This book is so beautiful. And this is in Shinagawa, Akabane area. Okay. Oh wow. So this is Maruzen Sha. It's a fountain pen shop in Akabane. So they sell fountain pens and stationery. But they're also renowned for their original embroidery. Oh, wow. They have an embroidery machine visible through the store. Okay. And what I like about this is it shows the two sides of the store, not just the front. So not like the ones we've seen in the previous pages. Okay, nice. So you have two vanishing points there. Okay, and this one is Hobiro, which is kind of weird looking because it looks like half of a store. But I guess that's the attractive thing about this store. And I like the warm colors that he used for this. Okay, the purples and the oranges, which reminds me of autumn. We don't have autumn in Philippines, but if you see sceneries, autumn photos of other countries, you would see this sort of colors. So this is Hobiro, Chinese restaurant situated in the university town of Wasida. Okay. Oh, so the cut roof is a remnant because it used to be connected to another building. Oh, okay. And then it was, cut. It's like cut like a sword. This side. So that's why it looks like half of a building. Okay. So there's a story behind that. Oh wow. This one is Sebundo front gate of Wasida University. So this is a bookstore aimed at law students. Okay. Oh, he said that unfortunately they were not allowed to take photos inside. So he was only able to take a photo of what's outside and painted it. Nice. And this one is Nakashimaya Liquor Shop. It's another liquor shop. Maybe Mateusz likes wine. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Okay. Nice. It's like a regular store. It's pretty modern in design. You have this famous cola brand refrigerator and Kirin water, I think. And this one is a hair salon, so it's a modern shop, I guess. It's a barber shop, Kobayashi Barber Shop. Looks modern in design. And this one is Otaya Butcher Shop. So it's a butcher shop for... Okay, so... it has been demolished already. Okay. So this used to be a popular butcher shop. Okay, my kind of store. I love stores like this. It is a cafe. Cafe Dom. Okay. And there's a humanoid robot appearing in the ganda. Okay, where's the humanoid robot? And this is Tenement, which is a cafe built in a refurbished traditional style house in an area south of Shibuya called Ebisu. Pardon my Japanese. I'm not a native speaker of Japanese, so my pronunciation might be a little funny to the ones who know how to speak in Japanese. Tenement. Okay. I love this. I love how he did the bamboo reed curtain here. A reed curtain. Okay. Nice. It's made of wood. And this one is Fellows, which is a hamburger shop in Omete Sando. Okay. Hamburger shop. Nice. And this one is Maruya Footwear Store. Okay, Maru means round in Japanese. Yeah, it's purple. I like it. Nice. Okay, so this one is in teal. One also of my favorite one favorite color as well. And this one is in around the Chuo line area. So this one is Saito. Saito in Asagaya was once a bakery. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty modern in design. And it reminds me of the character in Samurai X, Saito-san. Torikyu, look at that. I like how he depicted the reflections on this pipeline for circulation, which tells you that this one is made of shiny metal steel and reflects whatever is opposite this building. So this one is Yakitori Shop. And this one is Mitoya, which is what? Meat sauce pasta. Okay, they specializes in meat sauce pasta. Nice. I like it because it's like it looks like a regular coffee shop here in Philippines where you can see everyone and everything inside through the glass windows and wall. And this one is Kagura Chidori. So, is an izakaya in Nishi Ogikubo. Okay, Japanese pub fare. So, where you can get sashimi, grilled fish, and oden. Okay. Nice. I like how he did this. Reed rope curtain. Okay. And it has this feature, roof deck. Yes. And this is the inside of Sakikabara Chidori. Okay. So you have this bar in the middle, and you have this table surrounding the bar, and then you also have small bars and tatami mats, or rather a small table where you squat and eat your food. Nice. Even the crates are really detailed. Popeye. That sounds fun. Popeye is a shoe repair and key shop. It's like Mr. Quickie here in Philippines. It's clean, work and fast, affordable services earn it a good reputation. It's constantly visited by locals. Okay. Popeye. It's also yellow like Mr. Quickie. Dominantly yellow, the signage that is. And this one is Kitchen Cuckoo, which is it's a part of larger building. It's okay, what does it sell? I'm not sure what it sells. So it's probably a restaurant. Kitchen Cuckoo. Yeah, of course, kitchen. So it's a restaurant. And Ishimura cycle plus Kagurazaka cycle. Okay. Nice. And this is Darumado. It's a closed private house, but it was once a seller of Japanese sweets and packed lunches. It closed down and was turned into a residence. Okay. And this one is Sunny Barber Shop. Okay. The design is a little modern. But it has this, the typical signage that indicates that it's a barber shop. Okay, so this one is in yellow-orange. The background is in yellow-orange. This one in gray. This is chapter 6. So, this is Matthew's atelier. Okay. Oh, okay. So, this is his room. So, he said that he lives and works with his wife, Kana, who is also an illustrator, near Enoshima in a nostalgic Japanese-style house built during the Showa era, which is more than an hour from Tokyo. Nice. I like his view. If he's working, he's illustrating, he has this view. Oh my God. I'm sure he gets inspiration from his view also. Nice. It's like donut. And this is plan view, or not plan view, but a sort of 3D of his room. Okay. Wow, he's working on tablet and for his graphic design, I would guess. So 9, 10. Let's see. EZO monitor for checking colors. Then is 2013 iMac 27-inch computer. And of course, number 13 is his Wacom tablet for painting digitally. Oh wow. So he paints traditionally and he also paints using computers. Okay, I'm curious what this one is. Number 12, a speaker. Oh wow, speaker. But it looks a little out of this world. And these are his paints, okay? So he uses... Oh, okay. Now I know what that color reminds me of. The one that looks like peach. It's Potter's pink, but he also combined it with yellow, I would guess. Okay, so he used 48 color standard Schminka brand. He uses Potter's pink, permanent red, chromium oxide green, green yellow, sap green, cobalt magenta. But this cobalt magenta is Dollar Raunier brand. So he said he likes these colors, but he also combines with other colors. And, okay, half pan of watercolor. He uses ceramic water tank. Oh, how I wish I have that. He said that he also got the same water tank that Hayao Miyazaki also uses. When he saw that this type of water tank from Hayao Miyazaki. So it's called brush cleaning tank called Hisen in Japanese. He said that it is easy to clean even when using acrylic paint. Oh my god, maybe I should get one also. Okay, so this is ceramic palette for mixing. They also try to copy the logo of Schminka. How very cute is that? And then there's also his Japanese brushes, mop brushes. So he uses Rosemary and Company Kolinsky sable. He also uses Raphael. So for those one who are curious of what he used these brushes. So I don't know how to pronounce it. But he uses Rosemary and Company a lot and Raphael Kolinsky brush. He uses Saunders Waterford for the paper, white called pressed, and 300 GSM. He also uses butter knife to free the watercolor paper sheets from the block. Oh, okay, so he uses block. And he uses towel, of course, for taking excess water from his brushes. And he also used Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. He also used Koretake White Ink 30 and masking fluid by Holbein. And he uses black ink by Rotring for his, I think for his sketches, for line and wash drawings. And he uses Tombow Mono Plastic Eraser. I also have one like this. And he also uses masking tape for when he is painting, for crisp white border. So this one, he uses a Signo pencil, white Uniball Signo gel pen rather, Rotring Isograph 0.5mm, and Mitsubishi High Uni Grade F pencil. So he said he uses Adobe Photoshop on an iMac with a Wacom Cintiq 13 HD drawing tablet. He scans his painting using Canon CanoScan 9000F Mark II. Nice. So as like I mentioned earlier, he likes to depict himself as this dog. Even in his channels and Instagram account, he has this as parang logo or profile photo. And this is an actual photo of his Schminka set. I am envious of his set. And his drawing board and his sketches. So he just described his process here. So I will go through this in detail when I'm studying his artwork or when I want to master copy his paintings. Okay. So this is just his process. Nice. So he uses line and wash, which makes sense because he's into detailed paintings. So he said that I had tremendous fun doing the illustrations for this book, and before that, location hunting at all the shops, talking to the owners and learning more about the shops past. Most of the shops I chose for this project are quite old. Most were built after World War II in the Showa era from 1926 to 1989. But the age of the buildings was not a deciding factor as to which ones to feature, okay? So he said that while some of the stores turned out to be quite well known as retro spots in Tokyo, some are not recognized at all. And for the usual Tokyoite, they are just piece of the everyday city background. I guess that being an outsider from a different culture and upbringing in an artist gives me a different, fresh point of view from which it is easier to notice such things. I feel you, Matthews. Nice. So this is Matthews with his wife, taking photos with him. To the reader, this book contains not only shops that are still in business, but shops that have already been torn down, shops that have moved, and shops that have been turned into private residences. For this reason, we ask that you refrain from trespassing or taking photographs without permission when actually visiting these sites. Okay. Follow the rules and enjoy your tour for the delightful storefronts of Tokyo. That's a nice reminder. So I will keep that to heart when I visit Tokyo, that I will ask permission first before I take a photo of the storefronts featured here. So about Mateusz was born in Silesia, Poland. After studying animation in Kobe, he started working in Tokyo as an animation background artist in Comics Wave Film Studio, taking part in works of the director Makoto Shinkai for the movie Your Name. If you haven't watched Your Name, you should watch it. It's really good. Currently working as a freelance creator, making comics, illustrations, animations, and videos with many fans around the world, and that includes me, guys. Okay. So yeah, I'm a Studio Ghibli fan as well, so that's why I have books by Makoto Shinkai and Mateusz. I am planning to buy one also by Hayao Miyazaki in the future, someday soon. Okay. So this is a very beautiful book. I can't stress enough how I can't, emphasize how I love this book. Maybe you are hearing that from my voice, but believe me, this is a beautiful book that even this video doesn't give justice to how beautiful this one is. So if you are inspired to get one, I hope you also find this in your country, and I hope they're not that expensive. So thank you for watching or reading with me. Bye for now. Stay safe.